Welcome back, everyone. You can never be too careful when it comes to dating, or can you?
We are here with the dating counselor, Loni Harmon, and our lovely executive producer, Jill, to share the ways to navigate your potential dates. All right, you two, we have loved doing this journey with you, Loni, as Jill's coach. And how would you describe the process from where you started in the fall up until now? What's it been like working with our little Jilly over there?
Well, she really came prepared to work, and I appreciate the willingness in her heart to just say, I need to try something different. For me, I've really seen this transformation in terms of, like, she decided that she had what it took to have a relationship, and she wasn't afraid to show up for that anymore. And I think she just glows a little differently.
I think we all witnessed that too. I feel like she blossomed, Jill, and you're so open to talking about your love life. And
how I got here.
And I know, but it's amazing, and I love it. I mean, she even brought a date to our party over the weekend.
It's brave.
So did Jill have something called Hesidating?
She does, and she does now.
She did and she does.
So what happens with hesitating is that we basically just have this idea that we want to get into a relationship, we want something to happen, but we feel really trapped in our own thoughts or maybe just our fears. We do have a lot of stories that are told to us about terrible dating experiences and terrible relationships, and so we avoid all of that by just hesitating to commit.
Well, I like that you say, Loni, if we don't feel just completely overwhelmed with love and desire, then we hesitate, and we might slow things down or stop the momentum of a relationship. Now, that sounds to me like getting in your own way.
Absolutely. And it's something that we do a little bit unconsciously because we're trying to pick up on all these signals, but we don't actually communicate what does that mean, or what is it we interpret what they think that, or what we think that it means. We create a storyline, we create a behavior, and next thing you know, we've convinced ourselves that they're not that into us anymore, and so we, kind of push ourselves away.
So Jill, this hesitating, well, this is normal. You're being vulnerable, you're putting yourself out there. So how have you taken steps to put yourself out there to get over the hesitating?
Oh my gosh, hesitating. I mean, dating in general is just scary for me. But then add in the vulnerability aspect, takes it a whole nother level. Had to be vulnerable over the weekend, and I was just like panicked. My hands were shaking.
Like coming to the party?
No,
Okay.
before that, but I mean, yes. But also that, because then I had to let him meet all of my coworkers.
And we can be intimidating.
Yes, you all can be, but you were all so kind, by the way. But honestly, what I've learned is you just have to take it day by day, and then hope for the best.
So for both you, Jill, what you've learned so far, and for Loni, how much time should you give it to be sure? Because you might be second guessing. You're still getting to know someone. It takes a really long time to know how compatible you are, I think. So how much time should Jill spend with getting to know somebody or not?
I think like 2 weeks and a couple of hours. Just kidding. There's not a timeline. Your face, sorry. There's not a timeline. That's the thing. It's very intuitive, and sometimes we just shut down our intuition in dating. It's very intuitive, and the process for getting to know somebody just takes layers of vulnerability and time, and we need to throw out all the shoulds.
And I will say, the more you do this, I think you've embraced it too, in a sense. So have you built up that confidence of like, okay, I can do this each time? Or is it like one step forward, one step back, 2 steps forward? Like, is that how it's going?
I'm a very indecisive person. So I have like taken a couple steps forward and then like jumped off a cliff all the way back, sort of deal.
And we've seen that happen,
yeah.
But it is also normal too.
It is. We talk ourselves in and out.
And I do that on a weekly basis.
How do we relieve the pressure we're putting on it? If we go out with someone and we're like, are they going to be my future husband? Is this my next boyfriend? I mean, we don't have to go there mentally.
You don't have to go there, yeah. I like to do kind of a screening. I teach the hallmarks of trust, which I think are really important to learn. But also, I think it's just that same process that you use to build a friendship, but you're just doing it with a romantic spin, and that you're layering the vulnerability over time.
And so Jill has dated attractive men, several, right? But then she's like, I don't know, here and there. What would you say to someone like Jill who's like, I'm not sure?
Who's hesitating?
Who's hesitating?
Well, what I have said to her was that she needs to just understand that there's a difference between a boyfriend and a husband, and that there's a lot of space in between, and kind of, trying somebody on for a fit in that way and committing in that way doesn't necessarily mean that you're putting a ring on it and getting married. And unfortunately, a lot in our culture, I think sometimes people really do feel like if I show up with somebody, people are going to assume that we're going to get married, and it's just.
Yeah, relax, everybody. We're just getting to know people. Relax.
I know. And what I know we have to go, but this whole you have a DTR when you can't stand the unknown. So this is what Jill, I think, has gone through of
Yes.
like, is that what we want to do, or
You can
or
do a
just leave it alone?
DTR in a very chill, casual way. It doesn't have to be the sit down, big conversation, but just simply by checking in and just being like, I'm having a good time. Would you like to keep seeing each other? Yes. Very
And
simple.
that can be simple instead of putting so much weight on it.
And you say we reach that when we reach it. One day it will become too much, the unknown, and we'll want to have that conversation. But in the meantime, no timelines.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, we have to go, but Jill, final word, where you're at in your journey right now.
I am happy and confused.
But isn't that the fun of it too?
Yeah.
And I will say, Loni, having someone like Loni and coaching you through all that uncertainty has helped and can help your dating life too at home. So thedatingcounselor.com, you're on Instagram, and you're here to help.
Thank you so much. It's been
Help
such an
your love
honor.
life.
All right, we'll check back in a while, ladies. We've loved following this journey, Jill. All right, up next,